But I didn't say anything about Caliber just because they had him on Jaina, and Jaina's such a hard character to gauge because she's so like hit or miss. Like even a good player playing Jaina can get caught out like he was getting caught out trying to get some poke damage. So
Right.
like I wasn't as quick to judge him, but it's like Ankin. It's like I've seen 2 games of Ankin now. It's like and been literally unimpressed every time. So
My problem I had last game with Martin was that he kept getting he wasn't able to avoid a lot of the damages that were avoidable. Like every time Jaina cast her Ring of Frost, Martin was getting hit by it last game,
gotcha.
and
Well,
that
that
was
is something to look at.
yeah, it
But
was one of the issues that I was having with it. Irish won.
I mean,
This is gonna be the first game that we see with him tonight, and this is gonna be the first game that we see with Delirious tonight. And I had a conversation with Delirious. I was gonna take him off the possibility for trying out, but I'm giving him a bye on the mistakes that occurred. So I'm giving him a shot.
alrighty.
Um, so I can agree with Caliber though, taking Caliber out. I agree with that too. I already know that Penguin Bomb's not interested in joining, and that's why
Wait,
he's.
Penguin Bob was interested in joining.
Then he's not available on the weekends. So he said he can't work Saturdays. Do the Saturdays.
When did he say that?
He just said it in the lobby earlier.
He
All right,
said
wait.
that he can do most Saturdays.
Oh,
I know that there may be 1 or 2 that he may have to miss. But
my mistake. I thought that he said he can't do most Saturdays. All right, my bad. All right, good. In that case.
well, I can double check with him though too.
Well, I'd like to have him on the team. He's a solid player. He brings up people around him.
No. Well, and he's your cheerleader, the morale guy. Like he's very good at keeping morale high,
Yeah, absolutely.
which is another big thing. It's like that's why in my opinion, it's like dude's actually not bad at the game, but he's so fucking in love with himself and
He's not-
obnoxious that it's like you can't fucking play with him because he's not listening to anybody
Yes.
and he's negative about everything.
He's not ready for a team league setting. He's just not.
No, he's not. Solo queue player all the way, and only ranked 13 at it, nonetheless.
Well, don't knock it too hard.
Well, I mean, that's one where I wouldn't be knocking you because you don't have the overconfidence to go with your rank. It's like I'm a confident player, but it's like, but I also have the rank and the MMR to fucking prove it.
Fair enough.
But it's like Iab has the same level of confidence that I do as a low MMR, low rank player.
Fair
Or
enough.
actually, I would say it's more like upper mid range is where you guys are at. It's like you're at upper mid range, but you're not quite there yet.
Thanks
But
for the pat on the shoulder there, but my MMR right now is complete shit, and I'm queuing up with people to match it.
It's unfortunate. I'm sorry. But once you break out of it, we'll see.
Oh. People can't get down to the observer spot. Where is he? Where is
Wait, what do you mean?
Wamba Damba? Where is he?
I think it's interesting that the
Is it?
the enemy team or
Wampa
the team
Stampa?
comps
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, I know. I'm
User was moved to
Thank
your
you.
channel.
yeah, I don't even understand. I don't really understand what's going on.
Well, so you had the first ban Zagara into a ban on Jaina to the first pick Rhaegar. and
No.
then he made
Opposite.
Johanna pick.
Opposite. First ban Lily. First ban.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
Morales.
yeah. No, yeah. So it's no. I thought the outside was the furthest ban.
No, it was the second one. The first
Okay.
round of bans were Lily and Morales, and then it was first pick Li Ming.
Okay, so I like that they banned Morales, and then one of their first picks was Rhaegar to then force them into a shittier healer. Wow, what the fuck? Who is playing Illidan, and who? Which team okayed that? Well, who's team 2? Who's the team captain of that? That's a negative mark on that team comp.
They're trying to. Was that an attempt to counter Li Ming with the Illidan?
Yeah, but if you're gonna counter the Li Ming, then you go with the Zeratul.
You guys relink
Like-
the draft for me?
This is Zeratul, or
Um,
you can. Well, the draft is finished, to be honest.
The
But,
draft
it
is
is.
finished, so I can give you a link to the finished draft if you like.
Sure.
It looks like. Yeah, it looks like Juke beat me to it.
it's just so small. I'm not sure I like the Illidan pick at all.
No, yeah, I don't either. I mean, I could see the Illidan pick if they went with people with less
User
burst.
joined your channel.
But it's like, with as much burst as they've got and CC that they've got, that Illidan's never going to survive trying to dive somebody.
Yo,
He's just going to dive in and die.
I made you the host.
Well,
Can you ready
at
up real quick?
level 6,
Yes,
at
I
level 16, is it, that Rhaegar gets his 90% slow? If he goes for that, then it's going to be really valuable for Illidan, because nobody's going to be able to run away from him.
But Illidan can't. Nobody can run away from him anyways. The only person on the enemy team that can make it away from him is
Yeah, but
Falstad.
it's not the issue of
Right,
being able to
they-
run
yeah,
away
you're
from
right.
him. It's the
You
fact
got
that Illidan doesn't deal enough damage at all. Every hero in
Yeah.
the game like out damages Illidan.
If you were gonna do like an Illidan and try to make it work, you have to really build up a support and a team to support him, and they don't have that. They're gonna put an Illidan up against the Malfurion who can lay an AoE roots around the person that Illidan is hitting, and that just means that Illidan's gonna get wrecked because he relies on his ability to hit, and if he at range, Falstad and Li Ming will wreck him. So
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Is that honestly, it's just where you've got the Illidan doesn't fit at all.
yeah, so I want to see.
So who was it again? It was.
That's Delirious
Is
and Penguin
Bob's-
Bob.
Yeah, it was Delirious and Bob. Put that up there. And who's playing it? Antkin. Yeah, and another reason to drop Antkin.
Well,
Because
all right, I'm making a note of that, and I want to find out because that might not have been his call, but I want to find out what's going on.
Yeah, because that's
Why?
definitely.
Illidan
Yeah, someone definitely called that out.
pick.
Anybody play an Illidan?
I like the Falstad. I like the double with the lanes that can work real good. I like the double tank. Solo Leo is a little rough. We got a zoning.
No,
we have
indeed,
a diver.
Actually, that's
Hey,
one where, with the sustained damage that they have, they might have wanted to either pick up another specialist instead of Illidan, or better yet, another bruiser. It's like that Illidan would have been way better if it was like a Muradin
yeah.
or an ETC. Because then they would have
Li
instead of
Ming's just going to eat Leoric.
I'm trying to figure out.
exactly. That's-
No, they
that's
have
what-
burst. They have burst. So they have a burst team versus an attempted sustain team, but an Illidan that can't be sustained. That's really the major.
Yeah,
I think
that's the
honestly,
crux. That's the crux. That's
that's-
the problem.
that's the big problem.
Actually,
that's-
Stitches would have been pretty good on that comp too.
I-
If he could have
dude.
played Stitches instead of Illidan, it's like Stitches would have been good.
We're gonna run comps that haven't been seen before and things that I make up have made up as well. But I have to tell you, even though we'll probably run a Stitches thing from now and then, every now and again, I dislike Stitches so much.
I do too. I'm not a huge fan, but I've seen his value, and it is high right now.
10 seconds.
And
But,
I agree.
Hey, by the way, for those who are observing, a real quick reminder: if you hit the Z key, it makes your screen a lot bigger. Yeah, just tossing that out there because I know a lot of people actually don't know that. The early start, and the Anakin gets caught and killed. Wow. Alright, so that's how that game started. was
Illidan
the
popped
Illidan.
right away.
Yeah, the Illidan pick that was terrible. Just
Anybody want to loot some Warglaves?
wait, what?
And he's talking about the death of picking up the Illidan death.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Gotcha, I didn't get the joke. I think this is interesting that they don't have the Sonya up top against the Leoric.
User left your channel.
The Sonya should definitely be up top against the
Control
Leoric.
them and let
But-
loose the
Serious
dragon
pressure in
knight.
bottom lane.
Yeah. They do have some serious pressure on map, and that Falstad's not doing a bad job against Phil's. Laying down plenty of pressure. Although Leoric struggles against range, but not enough. He keeps holding his Q. Phil's would have a lot more pressure in his lane if he just Q the minion wave, push it forward a little bit,
And the dragon's power is
then he would have been able to,
Looks like that pick on bottom. Duel's going down.
slain.
Maybe Raynor too. Nope.
Gotcha. Wow. Well, Delirious and Penguin's team got pushed out in top side, got pushed out in bottom side. We may be looking at an early DK. Let's see, maybe this Illidan pick. Let's see it play out. Is it strong enough? Is it gonna bring them back into it? Nope. Not even gonna fight for it. Gonna go straight to mid lane, try and cover it. Which I'd be interested to see how they do. I'd be interested to see what blue team actually does in this scenario. How do you get the DK without losing a lane? Doesn't look like they're gonna lose top.
We're gonna lose bottom.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So they did.
Oh, Penguin Bob took a big hit there.
Yeah, massive.
Rainer barely made it out bottom.
Yeah, but still, I mean that's a re.
He could still be killed right where he is with a blind.
Yeah, this is one where yeah, I think the draft for red team is definitely under a lot of scrutiny at this point. This is clearly outpicked and now getting outplayed in every lane.
I usually like to sit into the draft conversations. He didn't this time, so he's bouncing around. I hate not being able to listen to him. Sonya, where's Sonya's builds? Not a huge fan of that Sonya build. Then again, I haven't played a lot of Sonya lately. Not a huge, well... that could work out, so I'm going to keep my judgment there.
What, on the Vampiric Assault or on
Malfurion
the
build.
CLP? Oh, and Malfurion. Yeah, we'll see which team takes this late because, I mean, we haven't seen a DK yet, and Red has managed to not do a terrible job of losing out on XP, so
And Illidan is a late game champion, so...
yeah, despite being 3-0, they're still managing. Look at him, he's actually not doing a half bad job of holding this guy off of the DK.
He's a
That was a
1v1
good
champ.
play by...
He should
yeah,
have
that was
been...
a good play by Inkin. Still though, I'm pretty sure Falstead might have been able to push him off if he had just committed to the fight.
No. The Illidan build is incorrect. And I don't say this about a lot of champions, but there really is only one way to build Illidan.
No, there's multiple ways to build Illidan.
I don't find the other ones that effective.
Yeah, that's my point, is that Illidan just sucks as a hero, so
He-
obviously
He doesn't suck as a hero. Yes,
he does. He's underpowered right now, I think is my point, is that we know what his kit does and we know how it works because he was OP as fuck for the longest time. But it's like now, he's not. His skills have been hit too much, he doesn't deal enough damage, and that's usually the issue, is he just doesn't deal enough damage. And so until they give him damage somewhere, ooh, is red team gonna be able to snake a fucking DK here? No, they lost top. But that was good on that. Fucking blue, red team for the push bottom lane to take that shrine. I mean, honestly though, just I know Martin takes a lot of damage, but look at him just fucking wailing on this kid. And I really like what he's doing down here in the bottom lane for those turrets.
That's an easy thing to do. That's a common.
Doesn't change the fact that it's good, and a lot of people will still not do it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, see, this is one where I feel like they could leave Proxy Master in bottom lane, and they could have moved Martin into mid lane with the Falstead and 3-man mid lane, and they would have been able to get the DK before they lost at top lane. So, I don't know, I feel like Blue is playing their counter picks well enough, but they really haven't been able to pull a lead out of something that they should have had. They should have at least already had like 2 DKs at this point. They had the opportunities, they had the pressure in the lane, and they just didn't take it. So I'm pretty disappointed in Blue Team for having such a lead and not doing anything with it. Alright, so they finally got their first First DK.
And with 2 deaths to coincide with it. One right before and one right after.
Yeah. So, I honestly I question why they're pushing top lane. Like, I realize that it is good to get rid of that first fort in every lane, obviously, because then you just set up the pressure so your lane is pressuring much harder than theirs is because your lane can push up to where that fort's at. But I just don't know why you wouldn't start like mid lane somewhere where you'd want more control so that way you can get future DKs. Mid lane's usually the easiest and first one to pressure. And now they're not even going to get the top fort. Looks like they got the DK now. How do they fight afterwards? Yeah, so you got 1 second stun and he ran out of the fight. Used their Rhaegar ulti and still hasn't gotten anything done. Goes back in.
Yeah,
It's QW. Like, that's literally all Ankin's done all game. It's just Q behind somebody and then W through them and run away. Like, there's been no hard initiates from anything that he's done. So, I don't know. It's just, this is...
I just want to make sure that he wasn't forced to play that champion. And he's like, I've never played him before.
No, Ankin has asked to play Illidan last weekend. He was the Illidan player up last weekend. And we saw it last weekend too, and it was also scrutinized where it was like, that's a shitty pick, don't know why that happened. So it was Ankin then too.
Alright, I'm gonna give everybody a little test after this.
What's the test?
I'm gonna ask everybody what the tier 1 champions are.
Honestly, dude, I wouldn't be able to pass that test right now. Fuck. I've been out of it for so long. I would give you like...
You'd probably
months
be
ago,
able
tier
to give
1.
me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'd probably give me 5 out of 7, possibly 6 out of 7. I won't ask for all of them. I'll ask for 2.
Actually, honestly, you should just ask them to all place their hero in a tier list.
Red team is
Tier
becoming
1 through 3.
hostile in comms. Hold on.
Channel
We're not.
switched.
We're just clearing the lane, and
Move
then we're
back
gonna
around the top.
rotate.
Come through where I'm going through right now and come behind and grab Mal for Falstad.
Okay,
I don't want
everybody go to.
to-
Everybody
Wait,
go to
so are we
Ankin.
engaging or not?
Yeah, no, we're going. Go ahead and engage now.
Waiting for you guys because they'll know if I leave.
Go on,
There we
Mal.
go.
Pick up Mal
Slow
for
it
you.
in, slow it in. Nice, nice.
Perfect, guys. Good calls. Head up.
Get on, Joanna.
Johanna, what's the call? Johanna, what's the call,
Back,
guys? Okay, back.
Bang,
Oh,
beneath us.
Lee May.
wow! That Lee Ming hit was insane.
Yeah, she's been doing that all this game and last game.
He's good.
Yeah.
That was fucking sexy. Horrible today.
So dead
It's
now.
cool.
Yeah,
Look at
she's
your
gone.
damage. It's insane, dude.
Yeah.
But they always make the newest character broken and let people enjoy
Not
their money's
broken.
Such bull-
paid.
Just
I didn't
good.
pay any money for him either.
Their gold's worth. But a lot of people did though. They
So
still
we
made
want to
money.
get bottom? Or are they there?
Yep, Ming's bottom.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
User
I'm gonna
left
go
your
mid and
channel.
make sure they don't
I'm
break
gonna
it too
choke.
fast.
Alright, I'm gonna go.
Channel switched.
Sounded fine to me.
Yeah.
And that sounds pretty standard to me. Whenever a team's losing as hard as red team is. It was probably.
I think
Anakin,
it's sportsmanship,
Delirious,
though. Keep your cool regardless.
Yeah, I could give it that. That's so true.
If you're gonna yell at anyone, yell at yourself.
Yeah, exactly. This was the best way to do it. Wow, they left Malfurion top lane alone to go finish a fight down in bottom lane.
They might have called for him. It's very odd. Very odd. Nevertheless, keep an eye out for it.
Nice, they pinned Irish one. Oh, okay, there's a kill. Wow, the ultimate from Ankin. And then the Gust. Okay, so Jeffrey's good. But red team soaking all 3 lanes at the moment, while maintaining control of one shrine, have brought the game to a standstill, which is exactly what they need.
I'm really not a fan of Irish One's build on Malfurion at all. It's I saw it during the regionals on I think it was Cloud9, or one of the players. It doesn't really matter. It's tough to play, and you take it for a specific reason, and I don't think it fits their comp.
Oh man, Bob, what was that? He kind of ran in there to do a team fight start, and he didn't stop and fight. His whole team was ready to go, instead he just ran away.
Who did
He
that?
would have stopped and fought. It was Penguin Bob. Penguin Bob fucked up pretty bad right there. I mean, they still got the point, and it still worked out, but he took a lot of needless damage and wasted a lot of time.
He's been taking a lot of damage all game. Like he's been getting wrecked by Li Ming.
So I was curious actually why he was. His warrior and
User left
the
your
force
channel.
probably got yoinked. So, but you should still be able to play everything. This is clearly poor assassin play from Bob.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow,
and he
he
gets
made-
away.
I can't believe he made it out of that.
Oh, and Dang, you gonna pick up that secondary? Oh,
He better get that kill.
That's important. Now they need to re-seize the shrine. Because they've got 44 seconds where Sonya's dead. So they have the opportunity right now to turn this around.
Leo just went down.
Leo just went down. Yep, so there goes their advantage.
Oh, but
Now
Jeff's.
they have to fight win. No, they end the Gust. There's your value for Gust, by the way, if you wanted to know what it was.
Oh, I didn't. I knew what it was. I told you there was good value in Gust.
Yeah, but still, you could have also turned around and fought there because it was even numbers with Li Ming coming
User
from
joined
behind,
your channel.
and a Hinterland class could have really laid waste to that team.
But there wouldn't have been
They were
enough
all
follow up in that
There should have been
situation.
a follow-up. You had
There-
Li Ming in bottom lane, Johanna already in the middle of them, and a healer with you. When
That
the
was
enemy team doesn't
appropriate.
have a front line.
Disengage was the appropriate move. I am sorry. I would have disengaged there too.
Fair enough.
Yo, send me a
Anyways.
link.
In a moment.
Yeah, man, geez, Bob's just getting he's been the one getting nailed by this Li Ming. And honestly, that's why I say Martin's a good player, is because Li Ming is the one, or Bob is the one that he's just outright killing. The one who was supposed to be the shot caller. So I really like Martin's focus in these fights. I mean, look, it was beautiful. They just mega killed him.
Did you see that Gust?
Game.
Forced a lot of their backline champions right into the front of the line.
No, I did not see it. Oh, yes, I did. Yeah, I did. No,
Yeah.
it was well played. They all, it has good value, and he's definitely doing a very good job with it.
All right, let me
very
get you that
good
link,
job
brother.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, but I do think it's interesting that just to support what I said earlier. So you have Martin, Jeffrey,
and
he's definitely
who
doing
are
a
two
very
of the
good
better
job
players
with
that
it, I think
Shit.
are
All right, let me
trying
get you
out.
that link, brother.
And you have Ankin, Caliber, and Pills, who are probably some of the 3 weakest players that I think are trying out. And I think this game really shows that.
I'm into the stream. Is anyone streaming?
Yeah, I gave you the link to stream.
That was the Heroes draft.
Link to draft.
What? It must not have copied when I wanted it to.
Yeah, see, now their team's falling apart, and they're just getting picked.
That's still a draft.
That's the draft.
All right, I don't know what's going on right now. I'll get it. You're gonna have to miss this one. It's ending soon, anyways.
Yeah, this is,
Okay. Just drop it to me. I'll be up a channel.
It's 17
User
to
left your
3
channel.
kills. This is a slaughter.
All right, while there's
Honestly,
not much
there was
action
enough-
going on, I'm gonna try this one more fucking time. Alright, while there's
Honestly,
not much
there was
action
enough-
going on, I'm gonna try this. Where the hell is
3v5.
Where did Irish go?
Channel switched.
Yo, here you go.
Yeah.
That
Channel
Rhaegar ulti
switched.
is so wasted so many times if he would use it on somebody who's not that fucking Illidan. Because Illidan's like never in there fighting. He's been running away. Wow, yeah, he used like 2 skills playing the 2 autos that entire time. Like every hero outdamaged in that fight by so much. There's one of your bigger issues, is that you have Li Ming and Falset who are both ripping 73,000 and 65,000 hero damage. And you have fucking Illidan who's only at 25,000, and a Raynor that's only at 38,000, and then Delirious on Zul who's the only one who's dealing even semi-decent damage at 47, who's almost passed by one of their bruisers.
We'll see where they're at the 20-minute mark. I mean, they're not going to make up a lot of ground in 3 more minutes, but it's where I like to really do a lot of my damage assessments, is how much they do in a 20-minute game, because a lot of team compositions can be measured in pre and post 20 minutes. That's funny. That chat.
User joined your channel.
Hello.
Yeah, that's good.
What's happening?
Chilling, man. Chilling with family. Just wanted to see what everybody was up to. I don't even thinking about to play anything right now. What y'all doing?
We're watching a match. Oh,
Oh, yeah, people still doing that?
that Rhaegar ult was like perfectly fucking timed.
Yeah, but yet again, it's on somebody who's useless.
I know.
Like, having a second health bar on him was less valuable than having a second health bar on Rhaegar himself.
I mean, Caliber's.
Would rather kept him alive.
I gotta rewatch this game again with Caliber and Rhaegar, because he's not doing
Although I
a terrible
will say-
job.
Well, that's I guess what I'm saying is that right now as it stands, most healers can do about as much damage as most warriors. It's like your warriors and your healers should be relatively even on healing or on damage.
That's true, but he didn't
the
build
fact
it for
that
that. His
you
build
have-
is off.
I mean, even if you don't, just auto attacks alone. Because whenever you get into a fight, everybody fights. Like, there's no reason a healer shouldn't be auto attacking ever. And yeah, wow, holy shit, he's a big one. Holy fuck. But still, 4,000 damage is pathetic. Like, that's ridiculously low.
How many minutes are y'all into the game?
Yeah, it's 20
20
minutes
minutes
into the
now.
game. He has
He has
4,000
4K
here.
DPS on Rhaegar?
Yeah, that is really low.
Yeah.
How?
like he should
Rhaegar has
at
like a
least have
DPS
30.
built into his basics
he
already.
he should have like 30,000 hero damage. So it's like, that's bad. But at the same point in time, Irish one is in the exact same boat, where he should have triple his damage that he has right now too.